Hi friends, step into Barbie land with me, because today we're slowing the world down and turning the volume up on something life-changing. How Barbie practices self-compassion. Self-compassion is how you keep your sparkle when the heels come off, and the day didn't go as planned. In Barbie land, even the dream house has quiet rooms, and vows say sorry you deserve them too. Self-compassion begins the moment you wake up, and don't attack yourself for being tired. When you hit snooze, Barbie doesn't call you lazy, she calls you human. You stretch, you breathe, and you remind yourself that rest is not a failure, it's maintenance. When you look in the mirror before leaving the house, Barbie doesn't zoom in on flaws. She looks at you like a stylist seeing raw potential before the final look. Self-compassion is brushing your hair gently instead of rushing, and blaming yourself for knots. It's choosing clothes that feel good, not clothes that punish your body. When breakfast is imperfect, Barbie doesn't shame you for it. She knows nourishment is not a moral test, it's care. Self-compassion is eating without guilt and listening when your body speaks. When traffic is heavy and you're late, Barbie doesn't scream at you internally. She turns up the music and reminds you that one moment doesn't define your worth. Self-compassion is understanding that urgency doesn't deserve your peace. At work, when you make a mistake, Barbie doesn't fire you in your own mind. She sits you down like a mentor and says, let's learn. Self-compassion is sending the follow-up email without self-hatred attached. It's correcting yourself without humiliating yourself. When someone criticizes you, Barbie doesn't let their voice replace her own. She filters feedback through self-respect. Self-compassion is not spiraling after one comment. It's choosing discernment over destruction. When you don't speak up in a meeting, Barbie doesn't replay it all night. She reminds you that courage grows with practice, not punishment. Self-compassion is promising yourself another chance tomorrow. When you feel imposter syndrome, Barbie doesn't accuse you of fraud. She reminds you that growth feels unfamiliar before it feels natural. Self-compassion is walking into rooms knowing confidence can be quiet. When your energy dips in the afternoon, Barbie doesn't demand productivity. She offers water, a stretch, a pause. Self-compassion is honoring your rhythm instead of fighting it. When you compare yourself to someone online, Barbie gently takes the phone from your hand. She reminds you that highlight reels don't show the bloopers. Self-compassion is logging out before self-esteem logs off. When plans fall apart, Barbie doesn't blame you for not controlling life. She understands flexibility is elegance. Self-compassion is changing plans without calling yourself unreliable. When emotions rise unexpectedly, Barbie doesn't label you dramatic. She knows feelings are information, not weakness. Self-compassion is letting yourself cry without explaining. When you're single and feel lonely, Barbie doesn't rush you into settling. She teaches you how to sit with yourself lovingly. Self-compassion is dating yourself with intention. When a relationship ends, Barbie doesn't say I wasn't enough. She says that chapter taught me. Self-compassion is grieving without self-rejection. When your body changes, Barbie doesn't declare war on it. She updates the wardrobe with respect. Self-compassion is treating your body like a lifelong partner, not a project. When you skip the gym, Barbie doesn't insult your discipline. She understands consistency includes compassion. Self-compassion is returning tomorrow without shame. When you rest, Barbie doesn't whisper guilt. She reminds you that rest makes ambition sustainable. Self-compassion is laying down without earning it. When you feel behind in life, Barbie doesn't rush you. She trusts timing like she trusts good lighting. Self-compassion is believing alignment matters more than speed. When you change your mind, Barbie doesn't accuse you of instability. She calls it evolution. Self-compassion is allowing growth without apology. When you set boundaries and someone reacts badly, Barbie doesn't retreat. She reminds you that discomfort is not danger. Self-compassion is staying firm without becoming hard. When you don't feel confident, Barbie doesn't force positivity. She allows honesty without judgment. Self-compassion is meeting yourself where you are. When your to-do list isn't finished, Barbie doesn't call the day a failure. She celebrates what was done. Self-compassion is measuring success realistically. When you feel overwhelmed, Barbie doesn't push harder. She simplifies. Self-compassion is choosing clarity over chaos. When you feel invisible, Barbie doesn't ask you to perform louder. She asks you to see yourself. Self-compassion is internal validation. When you feel stuck, Barbie doesn't shame you. She reminds you that pauses are part of movement. Self-compassion is patience with process. When you make the same mistake again, Barbie doesn't roll her eyes. She understands habits take time to rewire. Self-compassion is persistence without cruelty. When you feel unmotivated, Barbie doesn't threaten your dreams. She reconnects you to your why. Self-compassion is motivation rooted in care. When others succeed, Barbie doesn't diminish you. She celebrates without comparison. Self-compassion is knowing someone else's shine doesn't dim yours. When the day ends and you're exhausted, Barbie doesn't demand reflection. She tucks you in emotionally. Self-compassion is ending the day on your own side. Barbie practices self-compassion because she knows confidence without kindness collapses. She knows ambition without gentleness burns out. She knows strength without softness becomes brittle. And you, just like Barbie, are allowed to be powerful and tender. You are allowed to succeed without suffering. You are allowed to grow without punishment. You are allowed to love yourself through every phase. Because self-compassion isn't a luxury. It's the foundation. And when you practice it daily, in small, ordinary moments, you don't just become a better woman. You become an unbreakable one. That's how Barbie does it. And now, so do you. Sparkles.